They say silence is peaceful. But in the dead of night, silence can be a warning. It was the kind of cold that bit deep, numbing your skin before you even realized it. Snow had just begun to fall, blanketing the world outside in a hush that made everything feel still. But inside the house, something else stirred. Something that shouldn't be there. Two girls, exhausted from a night of studying, had no idea they were not alone until they heard the footsteps.
Have you ever felt unseen eyes watching you in the dark? Welcome to Nightfall Crypt, where shadows whisper, the unknown lingers, and every story is waiting for you to listen, if you dare.
December. The air was sharp, crisp, with winter's breath, and the first flakes of snow drifted lazily past my bedroom window. My best friend Sarah, and I had spent hours writing our cases for the state debate qualifiers the next day. Tensions were high. We had argued over details, ripped through drafts, and eventually, by sheer exhaustion, finalized everything. It was past 3 a.m. when we finally collapsed into my room, ready to sleep. That's when we heard it, the sound of running water. I frowned. Mom or Dad must be up, I mumbled, dismissing it as nothing. Then the front door creaked open. Sarah sat up immediately. Did someone just go outside? I shrugged. Probably Mom. Maybe she needed some fresh air. It made sense at the time. But then came the footsteps. Heavy, deliberate, moving through the living room. Sarah's eyes widened. That's not your mom. A cold wave of dread crawled over me. She was right. The footsteps were too heavy, too deliberate. And then they stopped, right outside my bedroom door. We stood there, barely breathing, waiting, hoping it was nothing. But then the footsteps started again. This time, they weren't just walking, they were running, straight for us. We clutched each other's hands as my bedroom door flew open with a violent slam. Nothing. No one was there. The air felt wrong. Thick, charged, like something was lingering just beyond what we could see. We didn't wait to find out what. We bolted into the bathroom attached to my room, locking the door behind us. I pressed my back against it, my hands shaking. What the hell was that? Sarah was pale, breathing hard. I don't know. Minutes felt like hours. We finally gathered enough courage to make a run for my parents' room. Bursting through their door, we screamed, our words a hysterical mess. My dad, groggy and alarmed, grabbed his gun. Stay here. He checked every room. The doors were still locked, the windows shut. And outside, the fresh snow was untouched. No footprints. No sign that anyone, anything, had ever been there. Sarah and I never spoke of it again. We refused to acknowledge what happened because the alternative was too terrifying to accept. But sometimes, when I lie awake at night, I still hear it. The heavy footsteps, coming closer. And I wonder, what would have happened if I hadn't locked the door?
And so, the shadows stretch further, and the mystery only deepens. But this is far from the end. It's merely the beginning. What lingers beyond the door? Who is whispering your name? And what is that shifting in the corner of your eye? The answers await in the next chapter of these chilling tales. Subscribe to Nightfall Crypt and hit the notification bell, because the crypt's secrets are endless and the darkness never sleeps. Until next time, stay in the light if you can.